Surprise. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Thank you all for being here today. Wow. I really wanted to be on here yesterday, but I got back so late last night, probably about 8:30. So there was no way that I could do a video then. And as you can see, I haven't really had my coffee or anything, just water. And so I'm on here now. Um, Happy Saturday to everybody, and thank you for being here and being patient with me because last week was, or this week, we're still in this week, was the beginning of a lot of things that had to be done at work, and it just went into later than what I expected. But I am here, and wanted to make sure that I am still showing up for you guys and encouraging you because there's a lot of stuff going on in this world today, guys. I heard about the shooting at the school. I believe that was in Atlanta, and it's just a lot of craziness that's taking place. So take care of yourselves, guys. Look at your families. Check up on them and make sure that everybody is doing okay. Because it's just a lot that's going on today. And as a priority, make sure you're taking care of yourself as a priority. You got to still keep doing that as well. Today, I'm suffering a little bit with the sinuses again. I'm taking some Flonase. I'm waiting for it to work. I think there may be a high level of pollen or something because I feel it like right here and from here to like in my nose. I have like you know uh, nasal stuff going on, and especially when there's a high level of pollen that's taking place. But anyway, it'll get better. So I'm here, and a topic of discussion today is never allow bitterness to enter into your heart space. And I hope you all are doing well. The weather is nice out today. If you can get out, um, I'm going to be doing that as well. So, guys, never allow anyone or anything to make you bitter because let me explain something to you about that, which I had to learn for myself. When you allow bitterness to take place because of negative negativity and toxicity and things that happen in your life, let me tell you what happened if you keep your heart space in a space of bitterness. What happens when you stay in a place of bitterness? Then those, people can take your power away to live a happy life. Never allow anyone to take your power away from you because you have a power to manifest and live the life that you want. You really do, but you got to know what to do in order to be able to do so. You know, um, Never mind what the haters are trying to do, and you're always going to have some form of toxicity in this world. You're always going to have the light and you're going to have the dark, you know. And what I would say, and in between, you have God, you know, and make God your source, your main source. Put yourself first and make God your source, you know. Claim it, claim what you want in your life and tell God what you don't want. Be specific. When you're talking to God in prayer, be specific about what you want to see in your life and what you don't want in your life, because talk to Him like I'm talking to you guys on YouTube. I don't have any rehearsed prayers, to God. I talk to Him just like I talk to you guys. Tell Him what you want in your life and what you don't want. And then after you do that, work towards what you want and set boundaries for what you don't want. And that's how I've been doing these things. And that's why, things are better in my life. Take back your power. And one of the ways you take back your power is setting boundaries with other folks, especially those who want to bring drama and toxicity into your space. Set boundaries. And that's one of the ways you can do this. Um, Set boundaries on what you don't want in your life. And also work towards what you want. Continue on this journey to heal. Persevere through all the BS, and put prayer into your life. And all these things, and you keep moving forward and going forward. Um, Manifestation is the key factor in seeing the positive things that you want. Because start claiming things. You want that house, claim it. You want that car, you claim it. You tell God what you want. And not only do you claim it and set boundaries with the other stuff, keep moving forward. Move in a direction that you want to see change in. Never mind what these people over here are talking about, because God is going to sit them down and make them watch you grow. Let me tell you, God is going to sit them down and make them watch you grow as you gravitate towards Him in prayer and build up your relationship with Him, and you set boundaries and you keep taking care of yourself. I promise you, you're going to see the results. They may be slow, but as you start to see it, and the reality is going to set in. Oh, wow, it's working. And then as you see it work, you're going to keep moving towards it, and close the door on what you don't want. Let me tell you guys a story about what happened this week. I'm not going to get into specific details, but just enough to let you know how this works. My story, to close out a chapter in my life, I had to do in order to start a new one. There was some things going on someplace. And one of the things I had to talk to my therapist about this week is I still had issues with saying everything, um, with things that make me uncomfortable. You know, that subservient thing, still dealing with that a little bit, but it's a lot better because I had to address some things this week, with something. And it was difficult in a way because it brought what was happening brought me a lot of pain, and I wasn't addressing it a little, and I had to. In order for me to move forward, I had to address the issue. And so I had to lay it out on the table what it was, and what I will accept and what I will not accept. And it was a high level of disrespect. And that's one thing that I will set boundaries with. And after I did that, I just left it where it is. Because sometimes people, in order to open up that other door, you have to close the existing door, close the chapter of something that's bringing problems and toxicity into your life. And sometimes that might not be easy, it can be challenging. And it was a challenge for me this week because I was crying about it and thinking, and, even at work, thinking about this situation, while I was at work, how I was going to handle it. What was I going to say? What was I going to do? So I went into prayer with God about it, that I need the courage to be able to do this, because this situation was causing a lot of, how do you say that? Making me uncomfortable. And so I addressed it. And after I went into prayer a couple of days with God, I addressed the situation and I closed the door to it, because I am not the same Lisa Vaughn as I used to be. And certain things I'm not going to um, put up with anymore. And so I just had to say everything that made me uncomfortable, why I was making the decision that I made, and then close the chapter and the door to that situation and move over here to this door, because this is where I want to be, and work towards it. It's so important to do that. Always add love and light to your situations and circumstances. And I didn't have to act out a character. I didn't have to, you know, get crazy on a situation. All I had to do is speak it out, what made me uncomfortable, why I was making this particular decision to move in a different direction. And, and once I did that, the weight, you know how I talk about those bricks on your back, a ton of bricks walking up that hill? The ton of bricks fell off after I did that because I closed the door to that particular situation, because it wasn't just one uncomfortable thing that was happening. It was a like a buildup of it, and I had to address it. And as I address it, regardless of what the other side have to say, if there's something that's making me uncomfortable, and and my level of comfort is becoming more and more uncomfortable, then I'm going to address it. I had to, and it was important that I did that. And I talked to my therapist about it. And, for the first time in a long time, we really had a serious conversation about it. And he wanted to know how I did it and how do I feel now after it. And I'm telling you what I told him. A ton of bricks have been, taken off my back, and I can walk totally in the upright, And when you allow circumstances that make you feel uncomfortable to continue to exist in your life, then you can't really move forward in a way that you need to, because you stay stuck and stagnated in it. And the situation that's creating the uncomfortability is taking power over your life. They're taking, power from your life. And for me, I'm going to snatch back that power, go into prayer with God, and I'm going to keep it moving, set boundaries. But when I set boundaries, sometimes it involves cut off, block, and delete. Because many times, guys, you got to close the existing door in order to walk through that other door. You can't have both doors open. You know, a chapter ends for a new one to begin. A chapter ends for a new one to begin. Always keep that in mind. And always keep in mind that situations, circumstances, and people come into our life for a reason, season, a lifetime, or a lesson. And when a lesson is learned, then that door gets closed and you move towards the next one. You know, um, guys, it is always good to keep yourself this how do I say, always put yourself first, and always keep moving forward on this journey to heal. It's so important, because some days you feel good, other days you don't. Okay, it's okay as long as you don't give up on self-investment. It is because it's going to bring you into a place of peace instead of being in pieces. That is the message today, guys. Now I'm going to go and celebrate my birthday and enjoy my weekend. But I needed to come on here today because I wasn't here yesterday, and I needed to explain to you guys why. It had to do with work. Anytime, mostly if I'm not here, has to do with work. But I wanted to make up for that by doing this video today. And when you guys have time, please subscribe to the channel, share the video, comment, and continue showing up here, because every day the messages are different, but it's all related to healing and staying on this journey to heal. This is Lisa, always shedding love and light and encouraging you all. Have a great weekend, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.